Everyone, this is Mahesh Kutwal, Assistant Professor, Department of Agronomy. Welcome to all of you in my YouTube channel, educational YouTube channel. Today we discuss our base agriculture course, Agro 111, that is fundamentals of agronomy first. This course credit 2 plus 2 means 1 plus 1 practical session and 1 theory. So in that lecture we discuss different important topics. First important in that topics number of 17 different lectures in that syllabus of Agro 111. So we today discuss our seventh lecture, role of plant nutrients in crop production. So very important topic. We discuss number of different plant nutrients and their mm, roles and deficiency symptoms in plant metabolisms. So firstly we discuss what is mean by the plant mineral or mineral nutrient. So basically mineral nutrient is generally used for the refers to organic ions obtained from soil and required for plant growth. So those essential plant nutrients obtained from soil inorganic components or contents, basically ions, metals, these ionic form should be available for the different crops. So the process of absorption and translocation and assimilation of nutrients by the plants is known as mineral nutrition. So these are two basic concepts regarding plant nutrients or nutrition. So very important. So then we discuss what is the criteria of essentiality. uh, Two scientists, Arnold and Sutton, they will be criteria firstly developed the 1939, and then after some time refined this criteria by Arnold in 1954. So what is this criteria of essentiality to related with the availability of plant nutrient? So first criteria, when plants cannot complete vegetative for reproductive stage of life cycle due to its deficiency. Some of the any plant nutrient if deficient, they can't be this uh, plant cannot be complete its reproductive stage or vegetative state completely. Okay, this specific of criteria. Then second one of criteria of essentiality, that is this deficiency can be corrected or prevented by only supplying of nutrients. Any of the deficient nutrient we can apply or supply to the soil, and they will be easily recover this deficiency of that particular nutrient. Then third one is the when the elements is directly involved in plant metabolisms, not only the supplementary but also they will be catalyze metabolic activity of plant metabolism. So they are very important criteria. How much importance of these different plant nutrients in plant body. After that we discuss what are the different plant nutrients, which are plant nutrients so essential for plant growth and development. So essential plant nutrients, this is a classification of plant nutrients in that number of different 17 essential plant nutrients. So basically they will be categorized in two distinct. First one is the framework of elements, those basic element we all call. So taken from the air and water, those elements obtained from the air and water, that is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. These are three basic elements, and having a more uh, composition in plant dry matter. Almost carbon and oxygen contributes for 45% of the total dry matter, and hydrogen contains almost 6% of the total dry matter, and remaining 4% of these all mineral nutrients, the parts, and that may basically different 14 minerals nutrients which are taking from uptake from soil by the root absorption methods. In that Mineral nutrients we just classify into different two distinct macronutrients and micronutrients. Macro and micro, these are two classification. After that, macronutrients, two distinct primary nutrients and secondary nutrients. So in that primary nutrients, three different nutrients: nitrogen, then phosphorus and potassium, these three primary nutrients. Then the secondary nutrients: calcium, magnesium, sulfur, these three secondary nutrients. So these basic macronutrient in 6 and remaining 8 micronutrients, earlierly this one is added. So basically zinc, copper, manganese, iron, boron, molybdenum, chlorine and nickel. So nickel is now earlierly added in micronutrients. So basically these 17 very important essential plant nutrients for complete the plant life cycle. After that, we discuss what is the role of different plant nutrients. So basically we discuss the roles of plant nutrients. First, very important nutrient, primary nutrient, we call say nitrogen. So nitrogen is essential initial part of the chlorophyll and enzyme essential for the plant growth. So those essential enzyme are developed, though nitrogen is a important role play in that. Then constituent of amino acids, protein, alkaloids and protoplasm. So they will be also important role in play in nitrogen in amino acids and alkaloids. Then third one is the nitrogen promotes vegetative growth, and give the dark color to plant. So nitrogen increase the cation exchange capacity of root system. So these are the very important, and also the plant nutrients absorb more efficiently from soil. So these important role of nitrogen play in plant body. After that, second one important plant nutrient, that is the phosphorus. So phosphorus is an essential constituent of a nucleic acid, phospholipids and enzymes. Then it also consists of sugar phosphate and adenosine and di and triphosphate, adenosine diphosphate and triphosphate. So they also comparing in that. Then after that, third one is the it stimulates root development, increase the number of tillers, give strength to strong, hence prevent lodging. Then also increase the disease resistant capacity of particular crop, and it improves quality and yield of grains. So these are essential important role of play. Then also it improves the quality of yield of grains. Basically this is the one of the important role of phosphorus. Then after we discuss the potassium, this third one major nutrient. So it it is the activator of several enzymes involved in carbohydrate and nucleic acid metabolism. So then also it also play important role in osmotic regulation and help in maintaining plant turgor. So turgor pressure is developed in plant leaves and stomata opening and closing. So important role play in that. So third one, that is it also important for synthesis of high energy phosphate molecules, ATP. And for potassium also increase the plant resistance to moisture trace. Under the moisture trace, potassium develop the resistant capacity under the low moisture availability condition. Then fifth one is that it helps to produce straw in cereals and reduce lodging. So lodging prevent your nutrients, we call say potassium. So very important essential plant nutrient. So all kind of plant metabolism and its growth. So after that we discuss the secondary plant nutrients. So calcium it involves in the maintenance of cellular organization. So they also very important, and also increase the stiffness and straw and promote growth, root and development. Then also it will be play important role in neutralizing organic and phosphatic acid injury to plants. Then magnesium also one of the important role, only mineral constituent in chlorophyll. So very important, much more important this nutrient for the chlorophyll contain. So only one of the nutrients which can contribute in chlorophyll, and also greater role play in transforming phosphate nucleotides and carboxylic groups, and also it essential constituent of polyribosomes. Then after that magnesium, we discuss third secondary nutrient, that is sulfur. So sulfur, it is essential constituent of glutathione, which is help to respiration and synthesis of essential oils, and also it constituent of enzymes and metal proteins, and also essential amino acids like cysteine, then cysteine and methionine. Also these essential amino acids which are produced in oilseed crops. So these are the important role of sulfur. After that we discuss third the part, that is micronutrients. Number of different 7 8 micronutrients in that. Boron, also important role play in plant metabolism, that is important in sugar transport, cell division and amino acid production. So boron also very important constituent in that. Then also it will be important to cell maturation and cell division and development also. After that chlorine or chloride, so useful for the turgor regulation, then resisting disease and photosynthesis reactions. So they also very important, chloride or chlorine also we call it. Then after that chlorine, copper. So copper also very important plant nutrient. So component of enzymes involved with photosynthesis, very important. Then also carbon metabolism and several and constituent of the several enzymes. After that ferrous or iron we call, say, it is a component of enzymes essential for chlorophyll status, chlorophyll synthesis and photosynthesis. So they also catalytic role of enzyme activities. Then also organic acids and vitamins. So then also it involves in a nitrogen fixation. Fe or ferrous also important role in a nitrogen fixation. After that molybdenum involved in nitrogen metabolism, essential in nitrogen fixation by legumes. So these are also very important role of molybdenum to increase the availability of nitrogen. After that manganese it also useful for activator of many enzymes, important role in photosynthesis and act as a catalyst, oxidation and reduction in plant essentiality in connection with iron and nitrogen metabolism. So this very important role of it also very useful for the legumes crops. Then after that zinc. It is the component of many enzymes, then essential for the plant hormones balance and auxins activity. So they also important for promotes seed maturation and seed formation. So these are the important role of zinc. So these are the different micronutrients. After that, we discuss the what are the deficiency symptoms of plant nutrients, different plant nutrients, and they we can observe these deficiency symptoms of that particular plant. Firstly, we discuss about the different in this picture we already different categorization or easily observe this what is the basically symptoms we observe. The first nutrient, it is the nitrogen. So in that pictures we discuss on the nitrogen deficiency. The stunted growth, chlorosis means yellowing, lower leaves first affected, then flowering, fruit setting is affected, poor size and quality of fruit is reduced, tailoring in cereals. So these are the deficiency symptoms of nitrogen. After that nitrogen, we discuss the second one important, that is uh, phosphorus. Phosphorus deficiency. So in that lower leaves of plant, stunted growth, poor root system, brown color of older leaves. This is brown color of older leaves we observe. Then they also production of primordia affected leaves affects production of primordia. So they also affected this plant growth and yield also. Then third one important, that is potassium. So this potassium deficiency we observe in that pictures. So potassium spots of older leaves, uh, leaf tips and margin become sclerotic and necrotic. Then a poor and thin root system which will be developed, and stunted growth and shriveled grains we can observe due to the deficiency of potassium. After that potassium, we discuss third important nutrient, that is calcium. So calcium deficiency we observe all the growth tips of young leaves, these growth tips of the young plant or young leaves. So youngest leaves become a small distorted and cup shape we can observe here, and crinkled short roots they will be developed. After that magnesium also very important constituent. These deficient symptoms we generally observe in a middle or old leaves. There these symptoms interveinal chlorosis of older leaves when green, and leaves small in brittle. So these symptoms we observe here. So this interveinal chlorosis observed due to the deficiency of magnesium. After that sulfur deficiency is chlorosis of younger leaves or newly developed leaves, and these stem hard and woody. So these essential deficient nutrient due to the deficiency, the chlorosis or symptoms like nitrogen deficiency we observe in new leaves. After that sulfur, zinc also very important nutrient, which deficiency plant affected due to stunted growth, poor tillering, and brown roasted spots on rice leaves. Deficiency of sorghum in and maize is called as a white bird, and also in cotton little leaf, and also citrus motile leaf we can say in that due to the deficiency of mm, zinc nutrient. After that zinc deficiency, then we discuss the iron deficiency. So this iron deficiency observed in early new leaves in that we observe here. So this iron deficiency in that same two pictures we can say the here and here. So this deficiency similarly the interveinal area of leaves turned yellow, and survive deficiency leaves may turn pale and white colors. So these white colors or leaves pale and no fins are green. So these are deficiency symptoms of the iron. After that iron, we discuss the manganese. So manganese also, these deficiency symptoms we observe in different criteria. So this manganese deficiency we observe here. So these new leaves, so these area, so we can say here chlorotic and necrotic spots in intervennal area of cereal leaves, then fine chlorotic motile or dicot leaves, then gray speak in oat, spickled yellow, and sugar cane, sugar beet crop, and marshy spots in peas. Then also fall pahla blight in sugarcane crop. So these are symptoms we have observed due to the deficiency of manganese. After that, manganese, copper. So copper also very important nutrient. So this deficiency observe in that pictures. So this copper, younger leaves of maize become yellow and turn pale, while the older leaves um, die back. The extreme deficiency of cereal and legumes show the reclamation disease. So these due to deficiency of copper, the pale pink and between the veins wilt and drop down these leaves. So this due to the copper deficiency. Then after that copper, so molybdenum also very important nutrient. So leaves light and green, lemon yellow or orange spots we observe. So marginal scleroches and rolling or cupping of leaves, then whiptail in cauliflower due to the deficiency of molybdenum, then downward cupping in a reddish scale in beans we can observe. So basically this due to the deficiency of um, molybdenum. After that molybdenum, we discuss the boron deficiency observed in the in top edge. So this boron deficiency observed here, and also this boron deficiency in this pot, the earlier growth. So necrotic or discoloration of leaf buds and breaking and dropping of birds is symptoms we observe. Then death of growing point of roots, shoots and younger leaves due to the deficiency of boron. So they also observe in deficiency in barren ear in maize, hollow heart in groundnut, and cracking or rotting of fruits, then tuber or roots. These are the deficient symptom of boron. After that, sodium, it is the size of a number of different younger leaves is reduced. So these are one of the essential nutrients. And nickel also very important nutrients. So they also low drive matter production and decrease in amino acids. So basically these are different micronutrients, major nutrients, and their symptoms we discuss here. And that so I hope are you like this my video, this topic we have to cover here. So if you like and if any doubts, please comment. You very like this video, or if you are knowledgeable too, you can share and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Thank you.